Hi, my name is Margie Pinnell. This presentation is going to summarize some of the key work that I have done in the area of K-12 STEM education over the past decade. I look forward to hearing about some of the work that you're doing and possible ways to collaborate. Early in my career, as I became a faculty member, I became very interested in service learning. I not only incorporated numerous service learning projects in my engineering courses and worked with our newly formed International Engineering Service Learning Program, ETHOS, but I also pursued the scholarship of teaching, particularly in the area of service learning. A project supported through an NSF grant provided a mechanism for informing a significant group of STEM educators of the strategies available to incorporate service learning and experiential learning into their curriculum. This project identified, evaluated, classified, and distributed resources through a website for STEM educators who wished to incorporate community service or hands-on learning into their curriculum in order to encourage students to pursue careers in these fields. The scope of this project was to develop resources for educators to foster growth and reduce the existing gender gap in the science, technology, engineering, and math disciplines. Specifically, the goals of this project were to design a website to disseminate STEM educator resources for incorporating service learning and experiential learning into K-12 curriculum. Develop an easily accessible resource for STEM educators designed to make available programs and projects that connect community service or humanitarian causes to STEM curriculum, or to connect STEM experiential learning projects to relevant real-world applications. Objectives of the proposed work were to promote the entry of women and minorities into the STEM fields, increase the potential pool of engineers and scientists in the U.S., contribute to the development of STEM educators, and to enhance cultural sensitivity, ethics, and social responsibility in future STEM workers. Through this grant, a web-based resource was created for teachers that contained curriculum-specific service learning modules, general information on service learning, career information, and flashcards. During the grant period, the site was assessed by approximately 60 Dayton area K-12 science and math teachers. Additionally, these teachers implemented a service learning activity in their class and provided feedback through a survey. A subset of this group also facilitated pre- and post-career interest inventory assessments and engineering career quizzes in their classrooms. The results of the surveys, career interest inventory, and engineering quiz showed positive gains. Results of the survey showed that the service learning activities facilitated by the teachers correlated well with the curriculum, enhanced student learning on the subject matter, increased student motivation for learning, and helped to foster skills related to civic engagement and understanding other people. More importantly, from a very personal perspective, my co-PI and I learned a great deal about working with teachers and managing projects in the K-12 setting. Furthermore, we established a very strong network of K-12 STEM educator advocates. As with many projects, one very positive outcome that generally occurs that may not necessarily specifically relate to project goals are the people that we meet that have a shared passion for the work that we're doing. Through the NSF project, one of the people that I met through this project had received a governor's grant funds to start up the Dayton Regional STEM Center. She asked me to participate in this activity. The Dayton Regional STEM Center supports PK-12 STEM education both regionally and nationally by training and supporting educators, designing, piloting, and disseminating curriculum aligned to state and Common Core standards and workforce needs, training school leaders at the district and building levels, and supporting schools and program models committed to STEM teaching and learning. A signature service of the Dayton Regional STEM Center is the STEM Fellow Program. This program brings practicing STEM professionals, PK-12 teachers and university faculty to work together in teams in a well-structured environment to support STEM education through the development of curriculum aligned to the academic content standards. Furthermore, this experience provides rich professional development to the participants. Most importantly, the program fosters a close-knit and diverse community of STEM advocates in the greater Dayton region. The STEM Fellow program starts in the late summer with a week-long intensive training session that includes industry tours as well as training related to curriculum design and pedagogy. During the year, the Fellows participate in brainstorming sessions, a 5-step process for curriculum development that includes midterm editing and assessment, curriculum piloting and editing, and web-based publication of the curriculum. Additionally, the Fellows engage in a variety of community outreach efforts that help to inform the public about the STEM education initiatives and opportunities. I was definitely hooked. I saw the great need for improving STEM education. I saw the passion of the teachers, community, and administrators on STEM education, and also some of the constraints and challenges the various stakeholders faced. I was offered the opportunity to serve as an administrative fellow to restructure the Dayton Regional STEM Center STEM Fellow Program with Ms. Sandra Price. This was truly a rewarding experience. The concept of the Dayton Regional STEM Center, in my opinion, was brilliant, but it needed some structure and guidance in order for the vision to become a reality. I was delighted to have the opportunity to work with Ms. Price on this program and to restructure the Dayton Regional STEM Center STEM Fellow Program. This led to many more collaborations. Another really fun project that I had the opportunity to work on was to serve as lead for the development of the structure and curriculum for an air camp. The next big opportunity I had to be engaged with the K-12 community was through an NSF RET grant that focused on innovation and engineering design. I worked on this grant with my co-PI, Becky Blust, and with significant involvement by the Dayton Regional STEM Center, particularly with Ms. Sandra Price. Through this NSF RET grant, the Engineering Innovation and Design for STEM Teachers program was developed. The overarching goal of this RET program was to develop long-term collaborative relationships with PK-12 teachers and university faculty, involve PK-12 teachers in engineering research, and to help teachers translate this research into classroom activities. The Engineering Innovation and Design for STEM Teachers program at the University of Dayton used engineering innovation as the focus for this RET, emphasizing the role of applied research in engineering product design and innovation. The program was modeled after UD's well-established first-year innovation course and the award-winning Innovation Capstone Design course offered through the Innovation Center. This model was atypical for RET programs in that most RET sites place teachers in engineering or science laboratories where the teachers assist faculty members with more basic research on a single project. The innovation focus was selected because engineering innovation has been found to foster creativity and synthesis of knowledge. As such, it was believed that the curriculum developed to include innovation and engineering design would explicitly align to something that we have identified as the STEM quality framework. Furthermore, it was believed that innovation and engineering design can be incorporated into nearly any academic content area. Finally, by focusing on innovation, program participants and facilitators were able to build on regional and university strengths in innovation. There were 10 objectives for the 6-week experience. They included transfer the program's team-based engineering design and innovation activities to the teachers' classroom activities, spark the interest of the teachers in STEM through exposure to modern engineering tools and technologies, foster collaboration and networking possibilities through interaction with real-world engineering industry, government, and not-for-profit project mentors, provide teachers with a greater understanding of the social relevance of engineering, provide teachers with a better understanding of engineering careers, develop and transfer inquiry-based curriculum, innovative pedagogy, and new engineering knowledge into STEM classrooms, facilitate the exchange of knowledge, ideas, and concepts among team members, enhance leadership opportunities for teachers through the program's professional development for STEM teachers component, including obtaining STEM credentials through an ongoing engagement with the Dayton Regional STEM Center. Foster long-term collaborative partnerships between K-12 STEM teachers, the university research community, local engineering professionals, and the Dayton Regional STEM Center through a substantial follow-up plan. And finally, to empower teachers so that they will be more likely to provide K-12 students with learning experiences that incorporate engineering, innovation, and design. The objectives of the NSF RET program were assessed using a mixed methods design. The assessment results indicated that all of the program objectives were met. In particular, the teachers identified new knowledge and STEM interests regarding spatial visualization skills, CAD drawing, Google SketchUp, decision-making matrix, bench tools, and the engineering design process. Faculty mentor feedback added ideation, design selection and prototype building, fiber optic LED routing, power line tapping, and remote software interfaces. Furthermore, participants stated that the field trips and lectures provided information about the social relevance and history of engineering that would be incorporated into classroom activities. Additionally, participants named careers new to them, such as materials engineering or science, biotechnology, biomechanical engineering, electrical engineering, computer engineering, landscape architecture and engineering, and human effectiveness engineering, indicating an enhanced understanding of STEM careers. The intensive group work over 6 weeks made them aware of the need to help students develop group competency skills. Participants indicated that they would incorporate STEM careers, group competency skills, and engineering concepts in new and existing lessons and classroom activities. Finally, participants identified networking possibilities with faculty mentors, business or nonprofit representatives, faculty who presented topics of interest and guest speakers. Faculty mentors confirmed that they have been approached regarding partnerships with participants. During the follow-up year, 2 participants brought their classrooms to UD for instruction, and many more since then. Finally, 15 high-quality units of instruction were developed as a direct result of the summer experience, and numerous other units through follow-on activities. All of these are available for free download on the Dayton Regional STEM Center website, which is accessed by teachers nationwide. I think we all understand the value of engineering outreach in K-12 classrooms. However, engineering faculty and students may be reluctant to engage in this outreach because they do not have the time or the resources to develop an appropriate activity. To address this issue, Pick Up and Go engineering activity outreach modules were developed, piloted, and assessed in K-12 classrooms and after-school programs. These activity modules were developed to incorporate research-based best practices and principles that have been found to be successful in attracting girls to engineering, and all activities were mapped to the Ohio Academic Content Standards. The modules focused on engineering design and innovation, such that the activities encouraged teamwork, creativity, and problem solving. Scenarios were provided as part of the activities to demonstrate the social relevance of engineering. The kits contained all materials needed to facilitate the activities, a memory stick with an introductory PowerPoint presentation, complete instructions aimed at both the college student facilitator and a separate document for the K-12 teacher, evaluation forms, and pre- and post-test forms. Through this project, 9 kits were developed, and many more are in the loop. These kits were facilitated to well over 700 K-12 students, primarily in grades 3 through 6. Facilitator feedback forms showed that the kits were easy to use and the instructions were both complete and easy to follow. The teachers felt that the students learned a great deal about engineering from these activities. Pre- and post-test results show that the outreach activities were effective at increasing the K-12 students' attitude, interest, and awareness towards STEM, and they were even more effective for the females. This work served as kind of the seed work for several NSF grants that I have recently been writing proposals for. Manufacturing is a key pillar to economic vitality and growth in the United States. However, the U.S. faces increasing competition in the area of manufacturing from across the globe. As such, the future of the U.S.'s role in manufacturing requires innovation, cutting-edge and sustainable technologies, and new materials. Furthermore, this new era of manufacturing will require a well-educated and well-prepared STEM workforce. Since the task of inspiring and preparing K-12 students in STEM falls largely on K-12 teachers, it is critical that the teachers understand the role of materials and manufacturing in the U.S. and are provided with the tools and knowledge that will empower them to get children excited about STEM, as well as careers in materials and advanced manufacturing. The main objective of the Collaborative Research Experience for Teachers program, entitled Inspiring the Next Generation of a Highly Skilled Workforce in Advanced Manufacturing and Materials, was to provide current and future middle and high school teachers with the skills required to successfully engage their students in STEM learning experiences by immersing these teachers in real-world engineering research that was thematically centered around materials and advanced manufacturing. This collaborative RET site placed teachers and pre-service teachers with research mentors at one of 3 regional universities. These universities include Central State University, Wright State University, and the University of Dayton. They worked on engineering research projects that connect with regional strengths in advanced manufacturing and materials. Participating teachers and pre-service teachers joined other professionals in the region in an immersive materials boot camp facilitated by ASM prior to the start of their research experience. Field trips, guest lectures, and group work that produced K-12 curriculum complemented the team's research experience. During the culminating activities, the groups presented the STEM curriculum developed and the final laboratory project results. The assessment is currently undergoing for this particular project as we are in our pilot year. However, results of the evaluation suggest that this collaborative RET program was successful at meeting its 9 objectives and positively impacting the attitude, beliefs, and practices of the participating teachers. Feedback obtained from this pilot year will be used to modify the program for the next cohort. I appreciate your time and attention in learning about my work, and as I said, I'm very excited to learn about what you're doing. Thank you very much.